Hey everyone, this is Parkav Siddharth, and today we are continuing with the chapter Propositional Logic. In this today's session, we will discuss normal forms and in which CNF and DN. Now, first, what is normal form? In logic, with the help of two tables, we can compare if two statements are equivalent or not. But when more statements or propositions are involved, then this method is bit lengthy or not practical. So we will use normal forms, in which the first one is there are only two forms, DNF and CNF. The first one is disjunctive normal form. In short, it is DNF. Now, disjunctive normal form is a disjunction, that means or, of fundamental conjunction, that means and. So, distinction of fundamental conjunctions are joining fundamental conjunction by or. That means DNF or. For example, see, consider this P and Q or R. So, in DNF, in between any statements, there has to be this or. And for the surrounding or the rest of the brackets, there has to be and. Okay, let us discuss next example here. In between everywhere there has to be disjunction, and in other brackets there has to be conjunction. That means it is a disjunction. That means it is a disjunction of fundamental conjunction. Next, here also, whenever there is a bracket, in bracket there has to be conjunction, and outside there has to be disjunction. So here it is disjunction, and in brackets it is conjunction. Now next, CNF, that means conjunctive normal form. What is conjunctive normal form? It is a conjunction. Uh, By name, it is a conjunction, that means and of fundamental disjunction. Conjunction of fundamental disjunctions are joining fundamental disjunctions by and. There it was or, and here it is and. For example, P or Q and R. So here, in between any statements or proposition, there has to be and in the surrounding brackets, there has to be or. So here, P or Q, and in between it is conjunction, that means and. Again, next, here in between there is and in surrounding it is or in every form. Here also there is and in surrounding brackets it is or. It is P dash or Q or R and P or Q. Note, now P or not P is always true. This is important. And how it is always true? Suppose P is a statement, then the truth values will be TF. Then what will be the truth value of not P? That is FT. So T and F and their or. So it will be true. And again F and T and its or, it will be true. So it is always true. And in same manner, P and not P is always false. So this one is important. We will use in later examples. Let us consider examples. Obtain conjunctive normal form of the following. That means CN. Now here, not P implies R and P implies Q. Now we want to convert it into CNF. Now for CNF, in between there has to be and in brackets there has to be or. So here, in between and is also there, already there, but in brackets or is not there. So we will convert this implies into or. Now we know one property, that P implies Q, it is logically equivalent to not P or Q. So just we are using that. So this not P, that is not of not P or Q, and P implies Q, again we are using that property not P or Q. Now just open the brackets. So not of not P, that is P or Q, and not P or Q. You can check this here, in between there is and in rest of the brackets there is or. So this one is required CN. Easy. Let us discuss next one. Here P and Q or not P and Q and R. So for CNF again we should have in between and in surrounding brackets there has to be or. But here there is a difference. So first, let us use distributive law. That means we are just opening the bracket here, P and Q or this whole bracket. That means P or this whole bracket and this and Q or this whole bracket. That means we are using distributive law. And that is equivalent to, now again we are opening the bracket. That means P or, not P, then P or Q, then P or R, and in between there is and because of this, and Q or not P, and Q or Q, and Q or R. So you can see that here in every bracket there is or, and in between there is and. So we are very near to the same. Now just simplification. Now P or not P, that is true, always true. We just studied. Then P or Q as it is, P or R as it is, Q or not P as it is, Q or Q. Q or Q, that is simply Q. And Q or R, same. Now T and anything, that means true and anything, that will be same. Uh, all these are same. So this is the required CNF. How? Here in between there is and in the rest of the brackets there is or. So this is the required CNF. Let us discuss another example. Obtain CNF and DNF of the given proposition without using truth table. There is also a method with using truth table that we will discuss in next example. Now first, here for CNF, P implies Q and Q implies P. So this is very easy. Now P implies Q, that is not P or Q, and Q implies P, that is not Q or P. So this is required CNF. How? Here in between there is a conjunction and in surrounding brackets there is a disjunction. Now with the same proposition we want to find the DNF. So how to do it? Now we will use distributive law, that is not P and this whole bracket. Now this or Q and this whole bracket. Now we will open the bracket, that means not P and not Q, or not P and P. Now this or, it is or Q and not Q, or Q and P. Now you can check here in between there is or, and in the rest of the brackets there is and. Now I think there will be only last step remaining. Now this is same. Now not P and P, that is false. Q and not Q, that is also false, and Q and P. And last, this is same. Now false or anything, that is Q or P. So Q or P, and this is the required DNF. How? Here in between there is or, and surrounding brackets there is and. So this is the required DNF. That is disjunctive normal form, and this one is conjunctive normal form. Next example, find CNF and DNF. Now here we have to find it using truth table, and the proposition is given like this. Using truth table, so we will just create the truth table. Now how many columns will be there? Here P, Q, R. Okay, so P will be there, Q will be there, R will be there, not P, then Q or R, then this one P double implies Q or R, and then the last one, this whole state. Now here there are 3 statements, so there will be 8 possibilities like this. I'm again explaining this, how to choose these possibilities. Now first, fix 2t, that means 2t. So there will be 2 possibilities, either t or false. So that means TTT, TTF. Now fix TF here, fix TF. So again there will be 2 possibilities, T and F. Now fix FT. So FT, FT, and here TF. And last, fix FF. So there will be 2 possibilities, TF. Now what will be the not P? So here 4T, 4F. So there will be 4F, 4T. Now, how to find Q or R? So here, any one is true, that means it is true. Here both are true, then also it is true. Now TF, that means T, FT, T, FF, TTT, TFT, FTT, and FF false. Now P double implies Q or R. That means this P and Q or R. How to find this double implies? If both are true, then it is true. So that means both are true, so it is true. Both are true, so true, both are true, true. TF, so F, FT, F, FT, F, FT, F, FF, and then tree. Okay, next, the last one. That means this column and the not P, this one. And implies. So here, the conclusion part is this. Okay, now TF, so F, then TF, F, TF, F, FF. So that means 3. Now FT, so T, FT, T, FT, T, and both are true, so that means it is true. Now we want to find the CNF and DNF by using this. So, this is the answer, CNF and DNF. So how to write it? Now for CNF, in this last column, just consider false parts. So whenever false is there, just consider this. And for DNF, we will discuss right now after this. Now for CNF, these are the false statements. Okay, now corresponding these false statements, now just look at this P, Q, and R. So that means for first false, there is PQR, all PQR are true. Now for this, we know that what is CNF, in between there is and in the rest of the brackets there is or. So we have put here and. Okay, clear. How many falses are there? There are 3 false. So in CNF there will be 3 brackets. Now CNF is conjunction, that means we have put here conjunction. Now for first bracket, PQR, all are true. So that means P or Q or R. So this is done. Now for second one, here TTF. So P is true, Q is true, and R is false. So that means P or Q or R is false. That means R dash. So we have write here R dash. And last one, TFT. That means P or false. That means Q is false. So here Q dash or R. So CNF is done. Now for DNF, just consider true values. That means here 5 true values are there. So there will be 5 brackets. So there are 5 true values. Now consider the first row. That means CFF. Now DNF is what? Disjunction of fundamental conjunction. So we have put here disjunction in between all the brackets and here all the conjunction. Now for first TFF, that means P is true, Q is false, and R is false. So P and Q dash and R dash. Or second one, FTT, that is P dash, Q and R. So here P dash, Q and R. Or now third one, FTF, that means P dash and Q and R dash. Now FFT, so that means P dash, Q dash and R. And last, all are false, that means P dash, Q dash and R dash. So this is how you can construct CNF and DNF using truth table. Again, I am repeating, for CNF, you just have to consider the false values of the final proposition, and then corresponding to that, you need to convert or consider the CNF, and in same way the DNF. Now, what is arguments? An argument is an assertion that a given set of propositions P1, P2 up to Pn, called premises, yields another proposition Q, called the conclusion. Such an argument is denoted by this. That means here, this left one, that is P1, P2 up to Pn, all are propositions, but the left portions are called premises, and this is also a proposition, and it is called a conclusion. Okay, so left ones are premises and right ones are conclusion. Note, an argument, this P1, P2, Pn, this Q is called valid if Q is true whenever all the premises are true. An argument which is not valid is called fallacy. Theorem: the argument, thus P1, P2, Pn, Q, is said to be valid if and only we know that when it is valid. Whenever all the premises are true, then Q is true, then it is valid. But the theorem says it is valid if and only if the proposition. Now put and in all the statements, that means P1 and P2 and so on, Pn implies Q as a tautology. For example, check the validity of P implies Q, not P, and the symbol not Q. So that means here there are two premises and one conclusion. So we want to check the validity of the given proposition. So here there will be two statements, that means P1 is P implies Q, P2 is not P, and these are premises and the conclusion is not Q. Now to check the validity, we will create or we will construct the truth table, and we need to check this is a tautology. Now P, Q, not P, not Q, P implies Q, P implies Q and not P, and the final one, this one. Okay. Now there are two statements, so there will be four possibilities. Both are true, both are false, TF and FT. Not P is TTFF, so not P will be FFTT. TFTF, so not Q will be FTFT. Now P implies Q, both are true, that means true. Both are false, that means true. Now TF, here the conclusion part is Q, so TF, so here it will be F. FT, so this conclusion part, so here it will be T. Now P implies Q and not P, that means this third one and fifth one. If both are true, then true, otherwise false. So here FT, F, FF, F, TTT and TTT. And the last one, this implies not Q. That means the fourth one and the sixth one. So both are true, then true. So both are false, then it will be true. So this true. Now FT, then the conclusion part T. Now TF, then F. Both are true, then true. Now here, it is valid if it is a tautology, but you can see here all entries are not true. So that means at least one is false. So it is a false. Example, determine the validity of the following argument. Now if 7 is less than 4, then 7 is not a prime number. 7 is not less than 4, and after this line 7 is a prime number. So that means this line indicates that symbol, T symbol. Now 7 is a prime. So this is the conclusion part, and these two statements are premises. Okay, so we have two premises and one conclusion. So we will just convert it into symbolic form. If 7 is less than 4, so let us consider P, 7 is less than 4. Q, 7 is a prime number. Okay, then the argument will be if 7 is less than 4, then 7 is not a prime number. So that means P implies not Q. So this is the first premise. 7 is not less than 4. That means not P. So two premises are there, and then the conclusion 7 is a prime number, so that is Q. So it is Q. We will create the truth table. So P, Q, not Q, not P, and P implies not Q. Now in this example, we will just check this without using that theorem. That means we will not check whether it is a tautology or not. Just simple definition. So here two statements are there. So there will be four possibilities. Both are true, both are false. TF, FT. Now what will be not Q? TF, TF. So that means FT, FT. What will be not P? TTFF. That means FF, TT. Now P implies not Q. So that means this is the conclusion part. Both are different, then take the conclusion one. So F, so both are true, so that means true. Both are same, that means true. FT, so T. Check this column and this column. what is the conclusion here? The premises is not P and P implies not Q. Now in this both column, check whether both are true or not. So in which row both are true? So if this one and this one premises are true, then the conclusion has to be true. So here both the premises are true, and what is the conclusion? That is Q. So that is also true. Now again here both the premises are true, but the conclusion is false. So this is not valid. So here in the fourth line, the premise is this: both are true, but the conclusion is false. Hence, it is false. Thank you.